This is it. The final day of cycling is upon us. Bunbury to Fremantle, the last leg of the trip. It's about 165 kilometres. The sun's just rising in Bunbury. It's a beautiful morning. I couldn't sleep last night though. I was like a kid on Christmas Eve. I woke up 1 AM, 2 AM, 3 AM, 4 AM. Yeah, just couldn't switch off. But even though today's the last day of cycling, there's still a fair bit to do. Obviously this series, adventure, whatever, has been called 50 days, and it was 50 days from when I left, when my mum and stepdad got to Sydney. So even though day's 45 and we finished the cycle, after this I've still got a fair bit to do. Most importantly, I'm hosting a charity trivia quiz night back in Bondi. About 100-120 people should be there to raise a bit of extra money for Beyond Blue, so I've got a fair bit to sort. And then I need to actually start thinking about an itinerary for my mum and stepdad. I haven't, I've been a little bit preoccupied, so yeah, I'm going to be busy once this cycle's done until they actually get here. But I'm very excited to get on the road and get this last day done. I don't know where the last 45 days have gone, but yeah, just time to get on the bike for the final time. First part of the ride, really pretty route, going along the water. It was great. That lasted the first 20-30 k's. After that it was the highway for another 30 k's or so, and then that's now turned into a cycleway. I had planned to stop in a place called Madura, but I hadn't added it into the route, and then it turned out it was an extra 10-15 k's added on, which I just wasn't in the mood for. And then I just presumed that I'd find somewhere along this cycleway, but this particular route is nothing until 20 k's away from Fremantle, so there's no point even stopping there. So I've done about 110 kilometres so far, and there's just about 50-55 to go. So I think it's kind of fitting that my route planning hasn't gone to plan, just like it hasn't on most days. On this trip, hopefully my mates Anna and Jessie are there on time. That'll be good. I don't want to turn up and no one be there. That wouldn't be ideal. So I'm going to send them a message, check that they're going to be there at the time that I should arrive, and set off for the last time. I'm just 5 kilometres away now, 160 done, 5 to go. Very glad I'm finishing at a brewery. I can almost taste the beer, I'm that close. I am so excited.
Look at him go!
Day 45, done. Sydney to Perth, done. Can't believe I've done it. I don't feel like I have yet, it's weird. Yeah, wild 45 days. Never thought I'd actually make it. Here we are. And now time to try and raise as much money as I can for Beyond Blue. So everyone's been really generous so far. I can't thank you enough. Just got the small matter of the trivia night for 100-120 people on Wednesday once I'm back in Bondi. So all focus turns to that, to make that as fun as possible. And then entertaining the family once they arrive on day 50. So some exciting few days ahead, just no more cycling. It's gonna be weird, but yeah, can't believe I made it. After day 45, I had a few days in Fremantle. Just spent most of my time exploring the town, down at the beach for a little bit, went for a few dog walks, went to the Frio markets with Anna and Olive, which are really cool. Did a sunrise sauna down the South Frio beach, which was awesome. Then on day 48, I flew back to Sydney. My housemate Leah picked me up. It was really nice of her, and we got to the flat. And then Leah had also bought an alpaca balloon to welcome me back after one of the moments early in the trip where I wanted to adopt an alpaca. So that was very thoughtful and very nice of her to get welcomed by that. Then I went to the pub and she'd arranged for a few friends to surprise me down there, which was really nice. What was also great was that they bought me a new pair of Converse. So as much as I love the old pair of Converse, I probably love those pair of shoes more than, well, not anything I've ever owned, but in terms of pairs of shoes, it's definitely my #1 pair of shoes of all time, without a shadow of a doubt. But I did need a new pair, so that was awesome of them to buy me those, so thank you guys. And then the next day was just preparing for the trivia night. I had to raise a bit more money for Beyond Blue in the evening, so I just went and printed off all the sheets, went and got all the prizes, headed down to the venue early, made sure that everything was set up before everyone headed down there. At Bondi Bowls Club, I think everyone had a good time. Awesome turnout, loads of fun. Some lads from my football team, Dunbar, came out the eventual winners.
So the winners on 66 are filming with quiz.
And most important prize, we ended up raising nearly an extra $2,000 on the night. At the time of recording this, very close to getting the total up to $6,000. So unbelievable from everyone that donated beforehand on the night. I can't thank everyone enough. I honestly didn't think I was going to raise anything at the start of the cycle. So to get close to $6,000 is yeah, it's hard to put into words, but I appreciate it from everyone. So thank you very much for that. And then also I got given quite a few nice gifts from people. Got a bottle of champagne, some chocolate. Leah and friend Amelia got me a trophy to commend my efforts. But the best one was my friend Izzy gave me a handmade painting of the route, which is so nice. Yeah, everyone was so kind, so generous. And then this is day 50, the final day. So this morning I went to the airport to pick up my mum and stepdad. Great having them here. But basically this is it. This is day 50. This is the end of the videos, the end of the adventure. The cycle ended 5 days ago now, which is crazy. I thought I'd just go through a few things that a few people have asked me, as this is the final video. One of the main things I got asked was, what did I listen to? Lots of podcasts, lots of music. The best podcast I listen to, which I listen to a lot anyway, which is what I think is the best show in broadcast history, across TV, radio, whatever, is Desert Island Discs. Essentially how it works is, if you don't know what it is, they have a guest and the premise is they are getting stranded on a desert island and they have to pick 8 music tracks that they want to take with them. And it's just the best way for people to open up about their lives and the different things they've gone through. I guarantee there's someone that you want to listen to on there, so definitely check it out. When I wasn't listening to stuff, what did I think about on the bike? My mind would wander a lot, obviously, especially along the Nullarbor. I had 9 days where I didn't listen to anything because I was listening out for road trains and trucks. And the main thing that I thought about, I allowed myself to daydream about whether or not I could break the world record for cycling around Australia in the fastest time. I thought about that so much. The record, as far as I know it, is you have to circumnavigate Australia in a route that is over 14,200 kilometres, and the current record is 37 days and an hour, which when you break it down is on average 385 kilometres a day. So that's what I'd have to do it quicker than. When I had some days, like 200 kilometre days where I felt good at the end, I genuinely thought I might be able to do this, I'm going to give this a go next year. But then when I had some bad days last week, I had to really reevaluate that. So whether or not I give it a go, it's highly unlikely, but you never know. Maybe watch this space. Maybe. How's my body at the end? Absolutely fine. I literally, like, my legs are fine, the rest of my body's fine. I did lose 5 kilos on the bike ride, so I will be trying to regain that in the coming weeks. That shouldn't take too long to get back to normal. Mentally, I was fine. People asked, like, did I get lonely? And honestly, I didn't at all. I've never received more messages in my life from people. I was talking to people every day, at the start of the day and the end of the day. There were some long days on the bike, but all I was thinking about was finishing the day or that world record attempt. So I didn't actually have much time to be lonely. So yeah, physically and mentally, I feel absolutely fine at the end of the trip. And I think that kind of captures everything. I honestly don't know where the last 50 days have gone. It's gone so quick, yet also feels like it went on forever at times. It was an amazing experience, and I'm so glad I did it. And I can't thank everyone enough for how much they've supported me these last 50 days, whether it's been messages on WhatsApp or Instagram or wherever it may be. Yeah, thank you everyone. You made the last 50 days a lot easier. I am extremely grateful to each and every one of you the last 50 days. This is the final sign-off. We don't go again tomorrow. 50 days, took me 45 to complete, 5,500 kilometres, 32,000 metres elevation, nearly 300 litres of Gatorade, iced coffee and beers throughout those 45 days, 5 kilos lost, nearly $6,000 raised for charity, and 1 pair of Converse. Thank you everyone for supporting me on this journey, and hopefully it won't be too long until the next adventure. Will that be the world record attempt? Highly unlikely. It's a long way to go in a very short space of time, but watch this space. Who knows? Who knows? What a 50 days, and yeah, who knows what will come next.